Truly honored to receive the NYLA School Librarian of the Year award. I was shocked and overwhelmed when I heard the news. I think the last award I received was the 6th grade citizenship award. So this is way better. Like many school librarians, I experienced book challenges last year. I had my ethics and professionalism questioned. It was a taxing experience in an already taxing school year. I was fortunate to have an administration that recognized the importance of students being able to have access to the books that they want to read, and the book in question remained on the shelf. Literature and art are entryways into who we are and who we might be. It leads us to knowing ourselves. And reading is a magical experience. You translate black lines against a white background and are transported to different places and different experiences. And I think the quote in Fahrenheit 451 says it all. There must be something in books, things we can't imagine, to make a woman stay in a burning house. There must be something there. You don't stay for nothing. Books are powerful. Reading leads to thinking, which leads to questioning, and questioning can lead to challenging the status quo. In some states, we are seeing voices suppressed and stories silenced under the guise of protecting children. We see that many of the books that are challenged center around characters who are LGBTQ or people of color. To paraphrase the historian Timothy Snyder, we are in a battle between the facts of the vulnerable versus the feelings of the powerful. I will continue to support students' right to read as granted by the First Amendment in the Constitution. Students need to see themselves in stories and see that their stories matter. Thank you again for this honor. It is a second career for me. So when I started, I was working as a newspaper reporter. And what I didn't like about my job was just the confrontational nature of it. So I was thinking about what could I do that would not be so confrontational, but still allow me to think a lot and to share information. And so that's how I came up with librarianship, which is kind of ironic since librarians now are facing a lot of criticism in today's society. Was last year when I was facing book challenges. I had never before experienced a book challenge, and I've been a librarian for over 14 years. And what I found the most impressive about the experiences were the actions of some of the students at the school. They spoke out against censorship and they attended a board meeting. And in fact, one student was saying, thank you to the people at the meeting who were trying to challenge the book, because now she knew about this book when she likely would not have heard of it. And she was excited to read it. And then these students came to the library and signed up to read this book. So there's like a long waiting list for the book, All Boys Aren't Blue. And I was just overwhelmed by the actions of the students. And it made me feel very proud. And it also it showed just how important choices and how important books are to kids. What's really important to me is instructing students in media literacy. I mean, I would say we live in an infodemic right now. We are seeing firsthand the dangers of misinformation, how it can lead to, almost a violent overthrow of our government. And I think it's really important for librarians to equip students with the skills to analyze information. I think they need to be critical creators and consumers as opposed to just passively absorbing information. So media literacy skills, being able to just understand why information is created, to reflect upon their emotional reaction to the information, and to really work towards stopping the spreading of misinformation is just vitally important. I am a bassist in a band. My band's name is called A Cast of Thousands. We have 7 records. Our 8th one is going to be coming out in November. Obviously, we're extremely popular, which is why I have a full-time job as a librarian. But you can download our music on any sort of streaming platform like Spotify, etc.